Welcome to Barcode Library. Here we'll show you how to use our software to read all kinds of 1D and 2D barcodes.
Here we will learn how to scan, read barcode images using BarcodeLib C Barcode Reader library. BarcodeLib supports QR code, data matrix, PDF for 1.7, code 1 to 8, EAN, UPC, and other more than 20 barcode image recognition in Visual Studio Net application. I've already added BarcodeLib Barcode Reader library DLL to the C# console project reference and installed system.drawing.common NuGet package through NuGet package manager. In this guide, we will try to scan and read the data matrix to debarcode text string from these image files. So let's go ahead and go to the program CS file. First, we start with two mandatory namespace imports at the top of the file. The line using BarcodeLib.BarcodeReader loads the dedicated barcode reading library that provides all core classes. We rely on things like optimizing barcode and the static read barcode skin method designed for to data matrix symbols. The second import using system.diagnostics and the built-in .NET namespace. It unlocks the debug class we use to print all decoded barcode content into the debug output window so we can view scan results clearly during testing. Right after these using statements, we use repeated empty debug.writeline parentheses calls to insert blank spacing between different test cases, paired with a divider line and a simple label to mark each independent image scanning section. This formatting separates scan logs visually, so we never mix up results from different test images when checking debug output later. Each scanning routine is wrapped inside its own pair of curly braces. This creates an isolated variable scope for local variables like options and datas. Variable names won't conflict across different scan blocks, and the code stays clean and modular for each separate image test scenario. Let's break down every block one by one. The first isolated code block handles standard square data matrix decoding, as the inline comment mentions reading a standard data matrix to debarcode from an image file. We instantiate an optimizing object and pass BarcodeReader.data matrix as its configuration parameter. This locks the scanner engine to only detect data matrix symbology, which speeds up scanning performance and eliminates false detections of other barcode types. We then invoke BarcodeReader.read barcode parentheses, passing the full local file path of the target image and our custom optimization settings as input arguments. This static scan function returns an array of barcode objects named datas, because one single image might contain multiple independent data matrix codes. We loop over every barcode entry in the data's array with a for each loop. Inside the loop, we call data.getMessage parentheses to extract the raw decoded text stored inside the data matrix symbol, then print that text string to debug logs for review. The second enclosed code block targets rectangular shaped data matrix symbols. We initialize the exact same data matrix focused optimizing without any extra tweaks. The BarcodeLib scanning engine natively supports both square and rectangular data matrix formats under the single data matrix configuration flag. No special extra settings are required for non-square data matrix variants. We run read barcode on the target image, capture all detected barcode results, and iterate through each result to print the fully decoded barcode text just as we did in the first block. The third separate scope block is built to test colored data matrix barcodes with custom styling instead of the classic black and white monochrome design. We still use the base data matrix optimized setting with 0 additional configuration changes. The underlying scanner logic automatically adapts to colored symbol patterns as long as there is clear contrast between the dark module blocks and light background areas of the data matrix. We execute the read barcode method against the styled colored image, collect all scanned barcode records, and output the complete decoded text for every detected data matrix code. All the blank debug print lines and divider separators exist purely for log readability. Splitting each image scan into its own independent code block makes it easy to add, remove, or modify individual test cases without breaking other scanning logic in the script. Now let's run the console application and see the scanned barcode text output. Review of the first scanned barcode image file. This image contains a standard square format data matrix to debarcode with traditional monochrome black and white modules. Restricting the scanner to data matrix mode allowed the engine to quickly locate the symbol boundaries without misidentifying irrelevant visual elements. The full embedded text data inside the square data matrix was fully decoded and printed as readable barcode text with no detection errors. Review of the second scanned barcode image file. This image holds a rectangular variant data matrix barcode rather than the regular square shape. Using the same base data matrix scan settings, the library's built-in detection logic successfully recognized the non-square symbol layout, aligned the data modules correctly, and extracted all encoded content completely. Valid barcode text was retrieved and output without any truncated or garbled characters. Review of the third scanned barcode image file. This image features a custom-colored, stylized data matrix instead of standard black-on-white design. Sufficient contrast between the colored data blocks and background allowed the scanner to ignore the custom color styling and focus purely on the data matrix module pattern. The engine fully parsed all stored information within the colored symbol, and complete barcode text was successfully extracted and logged. All three unique barcode image files finished the scanning process without any failures. Every data matrix symbol in each image was accurately located, decoded, and returned complete usable barcode text data as expected.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe and follow Barcode Library for more barcode tutorials.